So I wanted to ask you on the budget, one of the things the president has talked about is earmarks. And, you know, the earmarks can be viewed differently from both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue. And there are many members of Congress who feel like through earmarks they can do the most effective work in terms of job creation and priorities inside of their own states and their districts. What's your take on that?
Well, I have been a supporter of earmarks and will continue to be a supporter, although they will not be a part of this budget and potentially the next budget, because the Republican leadership has said no, the president has supported that position, and so we're not going to have earmarks. But the reason that I continue to support them is, number one, it doesn't add a penny to the federal deficit. The levels of spending are decided well in advance before the specific earmarks are targeted. So the earmarks, if done correctly, take money that's already budgeted and reallocate them to a specific project. I've supported complete transparency. I've supported complete, recording online of earmarks, identifying the earmarks that are asked for. But, in my state alone, if we go to a continuing resolution, which it looks like we will, instead of adopting the 12 to 13 appropriation bills from last year, Louisiana is going to lose $800 million. And these are projects that are from highways, flood control, dredging projects, renovation of historic buildings, et cetera, et cetera. Now, on the flip side, people say, hallelujah, we're not spending that money. But on the other side, you can look at this list of projects and look at the jobs that are going to be lost, the opportunities lost, the projects that are going to collapse because the funding is gone. And communities and counties and cities were counting on that money, and it's not going to be there. Now, that wasn't all earmarks, but it was money that was either put in the appropriations bills that are not going to be approved if a continuing resolution is adopted, which it looks like it will be.
And were you surprised or given any kind of heads up that the president was going to take that kind of a firm stand?
No, we weren't. We were given very little, but it wasn't a surprise. I mean, the president hasn't been, a fan of earmarks. I mean, he gets to earmark the whole budget.
Right.
He gets to do the whole thing. So, he decided the 1% that we do, he wanted to eliminate it. I mean, that's, his, it's his prerogative. But I think that it's it's going to be a real detriment for Louisiana, because there are two of us on our in our delegation that are on the Appropriations Committee, and we appreciated the opportunity, and most importantly, our constituents appreciated the funding that we were able to send to them, again, at no additional cost to the federal taxpayer, because those budget levels are done in advance. But that's really it's just beyond overturning. I mean, the president's position has made it clear there won't be earmarks this year. So we're going to have to be creative and find different ways to help our states through more grant-oriented, competitive-oriented programs. But it's unfortunate, because I think there are some excellent earmarks that have helped Louisiana prosper and grow in the past, and they won't be available this year.